Breaking news as we come on the air tonight. Notorious criminal Harley Breer may no longer be heading to Canaan. Good evening, everybody. I'm Darren Perrin.
And I'm Kat Villianzoni. That news from Essex County State's Attorney Vince Aluzzi coming just minutes ago. After ongoing conversations, the Department of Corrections is reconsidering where to release Breer.
The Corrections Department says there is a high risk that Breer could reoffend wherever he gets released. Channel 3's Cam Smith spoke with a forensic psychologist to find out what kind of risk Breer poses to the public. Cam, what'd you find out?
Kat and Darren, Tom Powell has worked directly with Breer in the past, evaluating him throughout his many run-ins with the law. He doesn't believe the location alone where Breer is released to would drive him to strike again.
He has a pattern of getting in his own way.
55-year-old Harley Breer is set to be released from prison as soon as next week after completing his most recent sentence. Word of his pending release in the tiny town of Canaan has sparked fear and anger. Breer's rap sheet dates back decades, and his offenses often involved violence against women he had relationships with. Factors Powell says makes it unlikely he would target random people.
I think that his pattern, as is true of many folks in his situation, is much more localized in terms of having people he knows, or particularly women he knows, and with whom he's having a relationship, be the ones who would be more likely to be in danger.
Powell says in many cases, perpetrators of interpersonal violence often feel abandoned or betrayed. He says inmates often have a history of trauma and abuse, which is often a quick trigger for violence.
It is the case that many offenders have trauma histories that essentially get them into trouble by virtue of reliving the expectations that whatever happened to them in the past is going to happen again.
For years, Breer has been in and out of prison, more recently for crimes that are considered status offenses, like violating conditions of release or probation. With Breer set for release on furlough, Powell says structure outside of jail needs to be considered.
And if you don't have that, it just opens up a whole Pandora's box of opportunities for trouble. It's challenging to take a lifetime of behavior and completely redirect how you are conducting yourself in a whole new direction.
Now, we did want to speak with Department of Corrections Commissioner Nick Demmel about the plan for releasing Breer into the community, but we're told he was not available. Again, DOC saying right now the release of Breer is on hold while they conduct a comprehensive review. Breer's maximum release date is in October of 2030. Kat and Darren.
Cam.